Hey everyone, welcome to another video of the Ted Rose YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube with all the formulas that you need, and if you stick around till the end of the video, I'm going to show you something else that really looks cool with the Rubik's Cube as well. And guys, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button right here, it really helps us out a lot, and thank you in advance. Let's get to it. Okay, to start the Rubik's Cube, you need to make a white cross right here. You need to get all of the white middle pieces in the correct spots. So to do that, you're going to look and see if there's any white things up here, and there is one here, and it's white and blue. So to get that in the right spot, you just rotate it until you get to the right spot, and white and blue, that one's done. That one's good. The next one, let's see. For the next one, let's do this green and white one here. So we want to get this piece up here. And to do that, all you gotta do is rotate it down, away from you, and move the middle piece down one. Move it to the left and back up. And there you go. That one's lined up as well. Okay, now let's do this orange and white one here. So we're going to do the same thing that we just did with the green one. We move it down, away from you, middle part down, and replace it. There you go. That one's done, that one's done, and that one's done. Okay, for the last one, it's right down here at the bottom. So to do this, all you gotta do is the middle one down, rotate the middle part down, and move it to the left and back up. And there you go. You have the white cross finished. Okay, for step number 2, we need to get the corners in. 3 of the 4 corners in. I'll show you why we don't put in the last corner. So let's see here. Let's start with this one. So it needs to go right here. So to get that over there, we need to get it down here first. So move it down, you turn it away, and then you move this back up to keep that white cross intact. You don't want to mess that up. That's important. So you just rotate it until you got the right spot. So we're in the right spot. Let's go back, back it up, bring it down, and back it in. Move it back up, and there you go. I like to call this parking a car in your garage. It's a lot like that. You just gotta remember that algorithm, and it'll work every time for you. Okay, let's do this blue and red one here. So let's go in here. We move it back, down, back, up. There you go. We got 2 done. 1 more to go. Okay, let's do this one here. So again, move it forward, down, back, up. And there you go. The corners are done. Okay, now for the middle row. The middle row is, in my opinion, the hardest row to solve, because if you forget this formula that I'm about to give you here in a minute, it really messes up how it's solved. So let's get to it. Alright, so for the middle row, you're looking for obviously the middle pieces up here, and to put them in the right spots around the cube. So I'm going to show you how to do the first one. Okay, let's do this red and green one. So you rotate it until the color on the bottom is the same as the regular color in the middle. So you do that, and since red is on this side, you're gonna move the piece that's not solved over to this corner and you rotate the cube like this, and you move away, turn it away from you, move this one up, right, down, and now that's solved. And guys, remember, if some of this isn't making sense to you, remember you can rewind it, so that helps a lot. Alright, so now let's do this one here, orange and green. So this time you move it to the green, and that matches up. But now this time the green is over here instead of over here, so we need to move this one that way. But before you do that, you have to make sure that the bottom is in the right spot, so we need to move it like this, so it's between those two. So after you get that done, you move it to the right, then this, you go like this to get that corner piece up, I mean that middle piece up. You go to the right and down, replace it. There you go, that one is done as well. So we have we have half of the middle row done. And a lot of this is just repetition. You gotta do it over and over again until all of the pieces match up. So now let's do this blue and red right here. It's in the right spot. Remember, move the bottom down to the corner here. Turn it away from you. Then rotate this to bring that middle piece up to the right and back down. Now there you go. You have the middle row done. I have one piece left, and this is where it starts to get complicated. Okay, I'm gonna put a formula up on screen now to show you how to do this last middle piece. It really helps, should really help. It helped me a lot, and I hope it helps you as well. Now that we're done with the middle and first rows, it's all formulas from here, so I'm going to show you all the formulas that you need to know to solve the rest of the cube. So the formula that you're going to see most frequently is called a fish. That's how we call it because it looks like a fish whenever you get there. But another thing about this formula is that when other formulas wouldn't work for this, you just do it anyways. So for this kind of shape here, there's nothing really normal, so I'm just going to do the fish and see where that takes me. So to do the fish, you go up one, to the right one, down one, to the right one, then up one, and to the right two, and back down. That's the fish. Okay, so now it looks like we're about to do our second formula. It's what I just call it the R because it's an R. And you want to make sure it's shaped like the R. Like this way would be wrong because that's not an R. So make sure it's facing the right direction. Okay, so to do the R, you move the middle piece up one, then you move this to the left, the middle piece back down, and then you rotate this, the top one, 2 times to the right, move the middle piece back up, move this to the left, back down, and there you go. That's the R. Okay, so there isn't any formulas here that shape up to make the cube. So again, we just do the fish because that's the only formula that will work in this case. So up, right, down, right, up, right, right, down. So there we go. Now I'll look at it again. Now if you see two R's like this, you see an R there, you turn it around and it cannot be an R there. Just do the fish because it's a little easier to see it in the future. So just do the fish again. Okay, so now for our third formula is a tower. It's called a tower because it looks like a T, and there's two yellow pieces right here. That's the indicator of the tower. So to do the tower, you move this piece up to the left, one, then move this piece up to the right, one, move this piece back down, move this there, and back down. That's the tower. So again, this is what the fish actually looks like. This is whenever you come across the fish, this is what it's gonna look like. So it looks like a fish, I guess, turtle, whatever. Looks like the same. So to solve this one, you need to find the fish and find the yellow spot right here. So this won't work because it's facing away from the fish. You need to make sure that the yellow spot is right here. This is the head of the fish. This is where the yellow spot should always be. So you just do the fish. There we go, we're getting really close. So if you find something like this, where there's two colors, and there's one different one in the middle, you rotate it to the correct color of these two. So be left, so now the oranges match up and the red is there. So after you do that, you do the tower again. There we go, now we see the fish. We're getting really close. So once you get to this, you have three sides down, and there's just these colors that are out of place. To solve the rest of the cube, you need to cup your hand and make it like this. So your hand is touching all of the correct colors that are solved. So it's this one, and this one. And when you grab it like this, turn it around, and you look at the color that it is. So in this case, it needs to be green. So now we need to do the fish here. So it would be the fish in the opposite way to get that green piece here. So let's do it. Up, right, down. There we go. Now we have the normal fish again. And there you have it, guys. That is how you solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And now I'm going to show you something else that's really cool to make with this cube as well. Okay, for this next pattern, very simple. All you do is you move you're only moving the middle piece. So middle piece up twice. Move the middle piece twice. Then you turn it around, you find another blank one, move it up, up. So now you have this checkered pattern here. You keep doing that, only in the middle ones. And there you go, you have this cool little checkered pattern one. It's interesting. And to put it back in the right spot, you do the same thing. So middle piece, middle piece, middle piece, and then you just move it to the right spot. And there you have it. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more videos from the Ted Rose YouTube channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button right here. And I really hope that this video helped you solve the Rubik's Cube, and we'll see you in the next one.